thing? I mean, how long have you had this YouTube channel?
I've had it for almost 8 years now.
Okay.
And I'm actually quite surprised that it's still a thing.
Right.
I mean, like when people still come up to me and say, hey, we want to work with you and stuff like that, and having you guys say like, hey, we want to talk about your YouTube channel. It's like, oh, okay, cool. 8 years and counting, and it's one heck of a journey, I just say.
What were you doing before Jinnyboy TV, before the YouTube thing that you decided to get into?
I was doing whatever you're doing right now. So I was a radio host for I think LITE FM's sister station, Hits FM. And I was doing it. I was actually a radio host. Actually, before a radio host, I was actually a marketing exec in Astro. So after that, I went to being a radio host, and then I was doing that for about 7 years, and then I decided to just okay, guys, I kind of want to do my own thing and see that if this works, and then that's why I left. And although some people out there would think that, oh my god, I think Jin got fired from Hits. No, I left just to kind of do my own thing and not keep. I didn't want to keep my employers kind of waiting and wondering why I'm putting so much focus on something else rather than my day job. Because I kind of saw something or saw interest in someplace else.
Are you doing anything outside of Jinnyboy TV?
No, so Jinnyboy TV, or otherwise the company's known as Jinnyboy Productions, we actually function very much like a media house right now. I mean, we are a content creator, and we don't just, yes, the name is my nickname, but we have a team of directors, a team of writers, a team of people that actually work on all the videos that you see on the channel today. So it used to be just a very much two-person job, and now it's more of we have a team of 13 people working on all the videos that you see. So I mean, from my room, I used to work from my room actually, and then to my dining room.
Was this your room at your mom's house?
Yeah, in my mom's place. Serious, in my mom's place, I used in my room, because I can't do it in a dining table because my mom obviously occupied a dining table. And then from my bedroom and then I shifted out, brought my mom along with me, and my dining area became my office with my humble team of 5, and then we opened up an office, and now we have 13 people working together. What
was the reaction of your family, especially your parents, and your friends, when you told them that you wanted to make videos on YouTube as a career? I think a lot of my friends were very supportive of it. My mom was a bit skeptical, obviously, very, very skeptical. I was working for Astro, and it was a stable income job, right? And then all of a sudden, I'm doing this whole YouTube thing, which it's all about laughter, it's all about comedy. So it's my mom's perception is always oh, it's just for fun, right? Yeah. So when I decided to dwell on it a little bit more seriously, she's oh, you sure you can do this? You sure you can make money? Obviously, when I was doing this whole YouTube thing, a lot of people did not believe in it. A lot of people did not believe in it at all, because I think at that point in time, no one was doing it. Right. And when no one does it, there's no one to benchmark yourself against. And everybody's just gonna say, oh, this is just not gonna last. Right. So yeah, so I'm okay. And here we are, 2019.
Yeah, well,
almost
everything.
2020.
Yeah, where everything is freaking on Facebook and YouTube now. Everybody's spending money to make videos to go on digital platforms. Okay, so is it safe to say that you're making good money? Yes, I would say that it has become a career. It has become a business. I'm happy. Yeah, I'm comfortable. I get to basically take care of 13 different staff members. Some of them are getting married, and it's kind of surreal that you're in this company that you're running, and you have staff members who followed you from the start. What was the biggest challenge for you starting up? I think the biggest challenge starting up for me was getting people to actually understand what I was trying to do. Yeah. The minute I said that, hey, I want to make a short film, right? It's oh, why? Is this for TV? Is this for, back then it's only TV, right? Yeah. And then when you say no, and a lot of people would tend to shy away. And then even if you want to lie and say, yeah, it's for TV, then they'll come back, oh, are you paying me? And then, the minute you say that, oh, I'm going to do this for YouTube, people kind of oh, are you trying to be one of those American YouTubers, wannabes and kind of thing? So a lot of people were not very supportive because, I don't know, it's like that. It's that typical mentality. Nobody's going to support you until you become successful. So I did everything on my own. My first film, I shot it and I recorded it, I edited it, I colored it, everything on my own. Right. And I uploaded it on the internet. And for me, I was okay, cool. My goal was 1,000 views. When it came back with 500,000 views, I'm okay. That's pretty cool, yeah? Yeah, and that's when all of a sudden people be oh, what's this you're doing? I want to be a part of it. Because, The first video I made, I didn't star. I didn't star in the video. It's more of like I used two different actors, and all of a sudden they were walking around like KL or PJ, and everybody's recognizing them. And you know, I guess all of a sudden all these other people came up to me, hey, what are you doing? I kind of want to be a part of it. And I'm like, but I used that to my advantage though, because it was easier to ask people to be a part of something and tell them like, hey, I want to do this kind of video, and they'd be like, oh cool, yeah, I want to be a part of it.
Right. But do you have a backup plan though, in case all of this didn't work out?
No. I like, when I remember when I was working for radio, I was telling myself that YouTube was kind of like my backup plan. Okay. If it ever, you know, if I mean, at that point in time, like, it was already doing okay. But like, if you ask me in terms of the backup plan, okay, kind of, maybe I do, because like we function as like a production house, so we create content. The thing is, like, if you stripped away YouTube, you stripped away Instagram, Facebook, and whatever not, we still create content. And we, you know, we do commercials as it is now. We don't just make videos for YouTube, we do commercials for brands as well. We do TVC commercial for brands. Right. You know, there are some brands out there who like our style, that come to us and say, hey, I would like you to create a TVC commercial for my product, or, you know, my brand or my campaign, and we do that as well. You know, some people, when, you know, these days when you have startups, right, even like, you know, they get a lot of like people investing money, they'll be raising money. For me, it was like I had no knowledge in whatever, being an entrepreneur or whatever not. People today sometimes come up to me and say, hey, you're a great entrepreneur. I'm like, oh, I am? Oh, sorry, I don't know how to raise money, I don't know how to do this, I don't know how to run a business.
If you're starting out, how much can you expect to make if you're relatively interesting?
Okay, so let's say, for example, if you're averaging like 500,000 views or 1 million views, right, per video, and you upload like maybe 4 videos a month, you could be earning anywhere between 20,000 to 30,000 USD a month.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
And that's, of course, if you hit the millions. But if you don't hit the millions, then you could be earning somewhere between, maybe 10,000. So, okay, let's convert everything in ringgit. You could be earning anywhere between 20,000 ringgit to 40,000 ringgit a month if you're really, really popular. I'm not saying that I am, but you know.
So would this be a career you would encourage kids to pursue?
No. To be honest, like, everybody thinks it's easy, but nobody realized that it took me 7 years to get my first 100,000 views. So, but I mean, if you want to run a YouTube channel, it applies the same way. If you want to run a business, if you want to run like a startup and everything, you got to be really, really hardworking and make sure that you give your 100%, because you know, you can't ride on anything. You have to constantly make sure you are on top of the game. You're doing your research, you're understanding what the trend is, you're understanding what people are doing, you're understanding what the market needs, what your demographic needs.
What is your advice to parents who are very skeptical of YouTube as a career choice for their kids?
Be skeptical about it, but I mean, like, you gotta let someone try what they're interested in. For me, I dabbled in the whole world of YouTube because I was interested in filmmaking. I was interested in making videos, and it applies. It applies to everyone else. I mean, if your child is really, really, really passionate about music, then let your child try. I mean, at the end of the day, you need to kind of help your children point themselves to the right direction. I'm not saying dictate them. Oh no, just be a doctor, lawyer, or accountant, you'll make money there. I mean, like, you know, you need to help guide them from young